Hello there, welcome to my channel. I'm Angela from artorai.com. I've been wanting to do this for a good while. It's all about mass producing or mass creating, however you want to put it, sentiments. All you need is a really good quality stamp and die set. So I have to tell you straight off, this is not a good quality stamp and die set. I got it from either Temu or AliExpress, something along those lines. And they're fine, you know. When I was first starting out, I just tried to save money wherever possible and couldn't. Sometimes the branded websites are quite expensive, so I did buy quite a lot from those cheaper websites. So I'm going to show you how to do it with this, for the simple reason that this die set is still intact. So that's what you need. You need a matching stamp and die set for your sentiments, but the dies have to still be intact. Don't separate them. And I'm going to show you how to mass produce your sentiments just from the one set. Right, so just bear in mind that I'm not going to get brilliant results, like I said, because of the quality of the stamp and die sets. I am going to buy some branded ones at some point. But anyway, so like I said, the first thing you do, we have to die cut all of these together. Don't separate them. Right, now we can just take all of these out. And we're not going to be using these separate ones, but you can keep them and stamp on them individually if you like. I mean, it's pointless wasting them, isn't it? Right, we've finished with the die cutting machine for now, but we will be using it again later. Right, so this is what we are left with. Now, you need a stamping platform. I'm going to use mine from Tonic Studios, the Tim Holtz one. Take off the protective cover. Right, now this, I'm going to put it in the corner there. Stick it down. I do find that a sticky platform is better for this. And if you haven't seen my video on how to turn any stamping platform into a sticky one, I'll leave a link up there for you. Now what you do is take the stamp set, and we need to match all of these into all of these holes that have been left there. There's one, and they should just lock in. They shouldn't slide about or anything like that, which is really good. So I'll just fill all of the rest of these in. Right, now I do suggest that you use a thicker cardstock than I'm using. This is 200 GSM. 300 GSM or higher would enable you to fit these in a little bit more snugly, but that's okay, that's not too bad actually. So now we need to grab these up. Okay, that might go a little bit iffy. I don't know why that's gone like that, but never mind. Right, so now we can remove this and we can put in the paper that we want to stamp on. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that. So now what we're going to do is ink the stamps and stamp them all at once on there. Just keep stamping and stamping until you've got the look that you want. I'm going to do it one more time. Well, if nothing else, I've had a good workout. That took some doing. That's another reason why you need to use decent quality stamp and die sets, because it can be harder to stamp them, especially when you're stamping them all together like this. Right, now we'll remove that, and I'm going to clean all of these and then I'll be back. Now we can put this away just for now. And then back to the die set. We fit that around the sentiments as evenly as you can. It's not going to be perfect at all, because like I say, this was a really cheap set. So I got what I paid for, and it's okay for now. But I am going to invest in some pretty decent ones as soon as I can afford it, because they are quite pricey, the branded ones. And hopefully these should all be cut through now. And there we go. Not perfect. I didn't take the time that I should have done. I just wanted to show you the process. Then you can do it with whichever stamp and die set you have for sentiments. The reason I've used, the only reason I've used this one is because every other sentiment stamp and die set I have, I've taken these all apart. So this is the only one I had that was still complete. So do not throw this out. Keep this, and then anytime you want to mass produce your sentiments again, you can just fit all of your stamps back in and just stamp and die, and just till you end up with as many as you like. Use different card colours, use different ink colours. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to show you one more thing, and this method also works well with your embossing powders as well. So want to use a dark one or any dark colours that you like, just make sure you don't forget this. I always forget this. This just removes all the bits of grime, grease and finger marks that you may have on. Hopefully it should stop the embossing powder from sticking where it doesn't need to be. This time we're going to use embossing ink. I'm probably due to replace that, to be honest, because it has been used a lot. Do make sure you clean your stamps after using embossing ink, because they'll go all yucky. Right, I'm going to use gold this time instead of white. What am I doing? I'm left-handed. Right. Yeah, that hasn't stamped properly. I didn't think it had, to be honest. But it doesn't matter. These other ones look okay. There's always one stamp, isn't there, that never stamps properly. Mess there. That's where my Swiffer comes in handy. If you haven't a Swiffer, you need to get one. It is absolutely essential for crafting, because you can see it just picks up all of your dust, your glitter, your embossing powder. It's brilliant. I've got a full pack of them. I'll leave a link to them in the description because they're just fantastic. There we go. They haven't, of course, that's the one that didn't stamp properly. But like I say, this is just for demonstration purposes. This just to show you how you can whack off sentiment after sentiment after sentiment. Right, some of them have turned out better than others because I wasn't really worried about replacement. It's more the technique that I wanted to show you. But they actually look really nice, don't they? Yeah, I quite like those. Not bad at all. So there we go. That's just how easy it is. You could even use that, I suppose, if you wanted as your template. So the next time that you want a lot of sentiments in a hurry, different colours, different card, different backgrounds, different inks, then take out your stamping platform, put in your template, whichever way around's best. I mean, it's not going to last forever, but like I say, you can always make another one. make sure it's stuck down properly, fit all your stamps back in and just start again. So you can just whack off as many sentiments as you like, as long as you have a decent stamp and die sentiment set. And just keep the dies together, don't separate them, and you can just keep doing this over and over again until you have hundreds of sentiments. Because the thing I find most difficult when I'm making a card is, oh, which sentiment should I use? But if you have them ready made there, you can just look through them and see which ones you want. So I hope that was helpful anyway. I can't remember exactly where I saw this. I have seen it a few times over a few different videos over the past, I would say about the past 6 months. And it's been something I've always wanted to do. So I might have a go with a decent stamp and die set and see what happens with that. So if you do have a go at this, perhaps you can mention it in the comments below. You can post on my Facebook group, you can post on my website. Any comments, any interaction would be very, very welcome. I'm really pleased that you stayed with me this long. Thank you so much for doing that. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye now.